Hey, it's Joseph here. Today, I've got my son here with me today to kind of help me out. What's your name?
James.
Nice to meet you, James. And we're gonna go through this product over here. This is a keyboard from NuPhy, and it is called a Node 75. And today we're gonna go through this box to unbox and perhaps do a bit of a testing with this keyboard with you, since you have a similar type of keyboard that you're using on your machine. First, we gotta unwrap the plastic. That's scissors or knife. Yeah, that's it. First, let's go around the box and check out what's actually said on the box.
Node 75, Node Series Tri-Mode Wireless Keyboard, low profile.
And so here is a corner of the keyboard picture here, and there's something lighting up there. And let's go around the sides of the box. Invisible touch bar, easily adjust volume, brightness, and RGB settings with a simple touch. Nano switch equipped with a third generation Gateron low profile switch, and it has a gasket mount and a long-lasting battery life, triple mode connectivity, and then NuPhy IO, customized key mapping. So that's available here. Also, there's a little tiny picture of what the keyboard is going to be. This is the spec of the keyboard. Color is lunar white, and it is NC layout. And then we're gonna go ahead and open it. Okay, we're gonna take that out. And then we're gonna check out this accessory box. And inside of this corner here, we've got a couple of things. First, this is the keycap remover. So if you need to remove the keycap or actually the switches, then you're going to use this thing. And then here are a couple of extra keycaps for you to modify and use it for special purposes. And then here we've got the cable, potentially for charging and data purposes, but this one's got USB type A on one end and then USB type C on the other end, but this is the adapter, so you can go from USB type A to USB type C. We're gonna keep that on for now. Let's see this paper here. More information going on here, how to connect, how to set things up. So we're gonna keep this one aside as we may need it. Let's unwrap this. I like this neutral gray, very light gray. It's not white. This is quite white, and this is more like a neutral gray-ish tone going on.
And it has a sticker on it.
Volume, brightness, and backlight. Peel that off. You want to try it? It's actually quite satisfying sound on this thing. So actually there's not a lot on top here. All I can see is a couple of holes up here, and yeah, just the top bar is like this, and then up arrow, the arrow keys, and then delete, home, and page up and down. So this is quite a compact keyboard, don't you think?
Yeah.
And then on the back side, do you know what these things are?
This little rubber thingy is to prevent the whole keyboard from going onto the surface and scratching itself.
Yeah, so it prevents the keyboard kind of scratching the table, but also the rubbery grip prevents it from sliding around, so that it doesn't slide around. But also these things are actually their feet, so you can flip it up and then change the incline if you want to. If you don't want it as steep as this incline or the slope on a keyboard, then you can lower it and then do the small feet. So this is not as heavily inclined. I typically type without the feet, so laying it flat on the surface and type like this is what I prefer. And then on this side there is this thing. Do you know what this is?
Is it the little chip that would connect the keyboard to the laptop or computer?
That's right. It's called dongle. So the dongle is stored on here, which is a very nice feature because you can easily lose these. and you want to store it somewhere if you're not using it or transporting it somewhere. And then here we've got a switch between going Windows versus Mac. I'll be using on Windows, so I'll be flipping that there. And then you can turn it on. So it's currently off position, but you can change it to wired or wireless. And then there is a USB Type-C port. So I'm going to connect this up with my computer. So USB Type-A goes onto my computer, and then the other side, USB Type-C port, goes onto the back of the keyboard and connect to my computer. And I can confirm pressing this option key is triggering the Windows key on my computer. So as I press those keys, you can see that it is blinking. And then we can change the keys a little bit. So I'm going to turn it off for now. Notice how these are CMD. These keys are meant for Mac. For Windows, it is supposed to be Control and then Windows key and then Alt. So we need to flip that around. So we're going to use this to get those keys off. It's kind of hard to pry this one up without the remover. So here you can put this on there and like that, and then you gently pull up. All right, why don't you try that? And if you want to end up changing like any of these keys, you can also change it to these colored ones if you'd like. Can you pick your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue? Okay. Why don't you take that escape key out, and then we're going to replace that one.
What would be the difference between using this one and this one?
Once you take that out, you can use this side to actually remove switch. So if you need to switch your switches, then you can use this switch remover to be able to do that. And we're gonna place that one.
Okay. May I please ask what you would use these colored keys for?
You can change any of these into that one if you'd like. And that's a good point. You've had been using this keyboard, right?
Yes.
And this is
Air 96.
Yeah, so I have showcased this keyboard given to James to use for his PC usage. And actually the bottom are the ones that has been swapped out so that it matches my color as well as yours. For example, I can take that escape key out and then replace with any of these if I'd like. You can certainly modify your keycaps if you'd like to your favorite colors or configuration that NuPhy also offers, and get away from this neutral tone if you'd like. But these three colors are available for you to replace. Got it?
Got it.
I'm gonna turn it back on, which is the wired mode. And as we turn it on, that comes on, and you can kind of see that there is a backlighting going on. That's a very even backlighting. I like that. It's kind of hard to see. Can you see better now?
Yes.
And it's just cycling through colors. I wonder how we can change color. Scan this QR code and get some instruction. Caps lock, if you turn that on, these things show up. Wired mode shows lights these two dots, and then 2.4 gigahertz mode shows those lights, and then Bluetooth mode also shows different ones. Sleep mode on, off, Mac mode or Windows mode, and it will show its battery level by this indicator as well. And then there's a touch bar function. The volume is left and right, volume up and down. Do you see that changing on my screen?
Yeah.
Which is cool. Mute, if you double click. And then the next track will be to triple tap, and then screen brightness can be changed by holding down function key and then sliding as well. And then the overall brightness of the keyboard can be function and then M and then sliding. So you can change the keyboard backlighting darkness to 0 or make it really bright. Lock or unlock the touch bar. If you're accidentally hitting it or something like that, then function backspace will lock or unlock, so this no longer works. Backlight settings, function up and down can also do on this touch bar. And then backlight effect switching, so we can change the effects by function key and then left arrow. So there's different kind of modes. You can have different colors, switching. So depending on what you want, you can set it however you'd like. So there's really a lot of different kinds of lighting modes. You can change the color by pressing the right. So if you want to match that color, I suppose You can go this one or maybe that one. That one matches that, right?
Yeah.
Turn all the lights on and off, function and tab. So that's all off or all on.
Got it.
You can change the dot metrics on and off. So function M and then go up and down to have that brightness up really bright versus down to nothing. Dot matrix speed and then dot matrix on and off. Change the sleep mode function and the bracket. You will be able to change the sleep mode on and off. And then the screenshot shortcut print screen, this. Function print screen, which will be full screen screenshots, and then function M is the screenshot toolbar. That's only available on Mac. Enable or disable permanent battery level display. Long press the function and bracket for 3 seconds to restore factory settings if you'd like to go all the way back so that you don't have trouble with this keyboard. So we checked out different options for this. Let's turn the light back on. And then we're gonna try this keyboard's typing experience a little bit. Sound good?
Okay.
Good job.
I'm still in 3rd grade, still learning how to type.
That's okay, I understand. So that's all I got. In my opinion, it sounds really good. It is quite satisfying to hear the sound and type away. I like the overall color because it's neutral gray. If you were to try a game with this keyboard, what would be the first game that you're gonna play?
Probably Minecraft.
Minecraft? Why don't we give that a try?
I'm trying to get down to the cavern, but then there's a creeper down there.
You can fight them.
Yeah, but it might be a bit hard, and I'm not sure
It's okay.
how to get down there without taking damage because...
You can take damage. You gotta shoot.
Hello, Mr. Spider. Can you please fight me? Hello. Oh no. Oh, he's coming.
Him in the eye too. What do you think about this form factor? You used to have a keyboard that was longer.
I don't normally use the number row.
Isn't it better that you don't have this row so that you have more desk space and your mouse can be closer to your keyboard?
Yeah.
If you're the type of person who doesn't use the number rows, then yeah, perhaps not have that and go for Node 75. But if you utilize the number keys and those things are important to you, then you can go with Air 96. What do you think? Pretty good?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna wrap up the video here. So we were unboxing and testing this keyboard for Minecraft purposes, as well as some key sounds, and did some testing on it. So if you have found this video useful or somewhat entertaining, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to continue watching these type of videos. And thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.